Good morning. I am Cecil in Blues, and this is a collections guide for the zone Algoroc in Wildstar. Today we are collecting Tales from Beyond the Fringe. There are 3 separate Tales from Beyond the Fringe in this zone, each broken up into 7 pieces. We are going to begin with a Duel for Deadeye, which is contained within the first episode area. Starting in Tremor Ridge. If you step forward from your spawn point, you will find the first page near the bar. This is a settler improvement area, so it may look slightly different depending on how many settlers are in your area. Once you've collected this page, continue down the main road of the town, and we're going to be heading to the left. There is a tent located next to a pen filled with Rousdour. Underneath that tent, you will find your second page on a pile of wood. Our next stop is at the very edge of town. There is a settler improvement NPC, and directly next to them is the third page located in Tremor Ridge. Once you have these 3 pages, you are going to want to head up the Loftite Cliffs into the Coldwater Gulch. At the southwest section of this map area, you will find your next page. From here, head to the Dead Star Ravine. There is a force field array system near the entrance, and the page is underneath a floating hammocky thing in that area. Next, head into the south end of the Crystal Shards. We are looking for Ganther's Claim. It should be located just outside the cave. There's a small jumping puzzle that leads to this area. Next, at the very south end of the Crystal Shards, leading into the Dread Complex, where the Dominion are hanging out, you will find our last page of the journal. Once it's been collected, you will get the story and the cover art added to your journal. Our next stop is Gallow. This is where the second story of the zone takes place, and our first page is located in a collapsed house inside the town of Gallow. As a note, if you are partway through the quest line in Gallow, the town will be in a slightly different phase, and this will not be present. You will need to finish the story arc before it will reappear. If you have not begun the story arc, it will still be there. Next, we are looking for the Dustfall Caverns, which are located in Gallow Fields. Inside the Dustfall Caverns, you can use the mini-map to get a bead. You will find page number 2. Next, we are going to Black Paw's Den, which is a small cave off of the Crow Homestead. And there is a mini-boss in here, so you may have to avoid him. Further north in the Crow family homestead, behind their shack, you will find the 4th page, located on a table. It is possible to sneak up and grab this without aggroing the boss that is within range, but you'll have to be a little bit sneaky. Heading back south of Gallo, inside the First Strike Mine, head all the way to the back of the First Strike Mine, where the bosses for the main story are located. And hidden behind them in a pile of junk will be our 5th page. Further to the south, in Grim Valley, you will find the 6th page, next to a shack. When I collected this, I needed to kill several mobs, including an elite. So you may need to ask for some help depending on your level. Our final page is located in Rockridge Hollow, next to the NPC that heads you build a giant cannon for her. That will complete the Vengeance of Kane. And we can move on to collecting pieces for Happy Birthday, Bell Walker. All of these pages are around the Silo 14 Exolab facilities. It's compact, so these will all be fairly close to each other. The first one is at the excavation base camp at the top level. You will find it on a box. Next, on the ground level of Silo 14, in the northeast, there is a settler camp, and you will find your 2nd page inside a sleeping bag. Then, in the southwest section of Silo 14, on the cliffs overlooking the giant robot, you will find page number 3. You can access this by climbing up the scaffolding. Continuing further along the scaffolding, you will get to a wall that is located south of Silo 14, and we'll find another page here. Our next page, let's say, is on the west side of Silo 14, maybe a little bit northwestish, and there is a small wooden platform. If you go up on it, you should see it sitting on a table. Then in the northeast, near the teleporter leading inside the silo, near a settler construction site, you will find another piece. Finally, inside the Annihilator control room, there will be a teleporter that leads up to an upper area. In that upper area, you will find our last piece of this entry, allowing you to construct the entire story for Happy Birthday, Bell Walker. That is all 3 Tales from Beyond the Fringe for the Zone Algoroc. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and look forward to more videos in the future.